I didn't remember the exact moment it happened as one clean sequence. It came back in pieces. The sound of something falling, the sharpness of breath leaving my body, the strange pause afterward where no one moved. What stayed with me wasn't just the pain. It was the look on his face, like I had inconvenienced him. For a while I kept trying to make it smaller in my head. Maybe it escalated. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe it wasn't as bad as it felt. That instinct to reduce it, to make it manageable, felt automatic. Familiar. I didn't call anyone. I didn't report anything. I just went home and sat with it, waiting for it to rearrange itself into something I could explain. The next day, my phone lit up, not from him, from my sister. Stay away from us. That was all. No question, no hesitation, no version of events that included me as anything other than the problem. I read it more than once, like the meaning might shift if I gave it time. It didn't. I typed back, "Done." There was a strange kind of calm after that. Not relief. Not anger exactly. Just a quiet narrowing of things. Like the situation had simplified itself without asking me. In the days that followed, I started noticing things I hadn't paid attention to before. The way I was always the one adjusting, the one smoothing things over, the one expected to understand, and then there was the mortgage. I had almost forgotten about it. Not because it wasn't important, but because it had been framed as something obvious. Of course I would help. Of course I would put my name down as guarantor. That's what family does. At the time, it felt like support, like being part of something stable. Now it felt different, not like revenge. That thought didn't even land properly when it crossed my mind. It felt more like a loose thread I hadn't realized I was still holding. I sat with it for a couple of days, not rushing, not reacting, just letting the reality settle. They had drawn a line, and I had agreed to it, so I followed through. The call with the bank was brief, procedural, no emotion in it at all. I'd like to withdraw as guarantor. There were a few questions, some verification. Nothing dramatic, just steps. Then confirmation. That was it. No raised voices, no confrontation, just a change on paper. A week later I heard, indirectly, that the loan hadn't gone through. Something about insufficient backing, delayed approval, uncertainty. No one reached out to me, not to argue, not to ask, not even to acknowledge the connection. For a moment I wondered if I should feel something sharper. Vindication, maybe, or guilt, but what I felt was quieter than that. They had asked for distance. I had given it. And distance, it turns out, isn't just physical. It reshapes things. It removes what was once assumed. It exposes what was actually there. I didn't celebrate. There wasn't anything to celebrate. But for the first time, I wasn't trying to fix something that had already decided I didn't belong in it. And that felt different, not better, just clearer.